Hello everyone, and welcome to the error poll for litter 4 of the Lakeshore pack, which, oh my goodness, I wasn't even sure if we would make it this far. Maple has -2 to all of her stats. As you can see, this has been from our Ultra Iron Wolf series, and especially with this year being the first one done with the injury update, I wasn't sure how far we'd make it, but we made it through another year. We're going on to our 7th year litter, our 5th litter that is, and Maple and Hope will be 7 years old, just 1 year shy of Elderwolf, which is the truly scary one. But here we are with their 4 surviving pups. Unfortunately, we did lose 2 to illness, but the others did manage to make it, despite the odds, and we will be aging them up and taking a look at them as adults today. So, of course, Maple has her -2 to every stat, Hope has -1 strength, but +1 speed. The stats for this pack tend to be pretty all over the place because, yeah, there's a lot of variation that can come when you have all of your stats effectively neutral. There's not one positive and one negative, they're just all negative. But first off, of course, we do have Stream, so she has -2 strength. She got that from Maple, I think, and Hope's strength is lower as well, so that's not surprising. But +1 stamina, +1 speed, and neutral health. Of course, she does have that gray coat. She was the one who had a pretty amazing recovery. We did not think she was going to make it. She actually survived an illness on 1%. A lot of these pups have pretty crazy stories. In fact, I think most of them have something that happened. So it's going to be a bit of a ride, this litter. We also have Brooke, who has -1 strength, or 2 speed. Brooke was not a runt. She was just very small. That's fascinating. I was sure she was going to be a runt, but she was, I guess, well, no, actually, maybe I wasn't. I thought she was... No, she wasn't all that much smaller than her other pups, was she? Okay, so she's got normal stats. She has +2 speed, but -1 strength, minus health. Again, that gray coat. And we'll see what these coats age up into. Turtle has -1 strength, 2 speed, and -1 health. And Seashell has 0 strength, 1 stamina, 1 speed, and -2 health. Goodness, she is one lucky pup then. And, of course, the 2 who ended up not making it, we have Sakura, who died as a younger pup due to illness, with -1 strength, -1 health, and plus stamina and speed. And Martin, who has actually the same stats and also died of illness. Oh, poor boy. He was the only male of this litter, too, but unfortunately he passed away near the end. However, that's the pups of this litter. We're going to be going ahead and aging them up to adults. As a reminder, because this is our Iron Wolf legacy, all of them will be Iron Wolves. But whoever succeeds Maple and whose story comes next will have a different challenge than Ultra Iron Wolf. We probably won't bring back Ultra Iron Wolf for a little bit. We'll be trying out some other additionally challenging challenges. But it would definitely be fun, I think, to do a run in the Saga whenever that comes out, which we don't know at this point in time. We'll have to see. But we're gonna go ahead, we'll age these guys up, and we'll take a look at them as adults. Alright, and here we are with Stream, and which coat is this? Oh, it's the Cool Coats White Wolf. Okay, okay. I don't know that we've seen this one pop up too frequently. It's just a pure white coat, but it is a very pretty one. It is a genetic gray coat as well, so Maple and Hope had the chance to have gray or black. Maple is not a double black coat, but she does have 1 black coat gene. So that's Stream. We'll take a closer look at her eyes as well. They're these kind of golden ones too. I think these guys can roll customizations now too, so we might see some of those pop up. We'll take a closer look at them when we get there. But let's also listen to her howls. Ooh, a nice deeper one there, and then for secondary. That's about the same. In fact, it may be identical, so very similar howls for sure. She definitely has a specific tone that belongs to her. Now, there's a lot of options here. It doesn't look like she rolled any of them, I don't think. Oh! She did. She rolled a slight notch to her left ear. If we zoom in, we might be able to see that. Yeah, you can see it is indented slightly. Okay. Okay. So yeah, she did roll a little bit of a customization there. And for the rest of her body, no radio collar. All of these are fairly normal, I think. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has any of these, and she didn't roll any of the ones that toggle on or off. But as always, if you guys do have ideas for customizations, different things that could have happened to her, maybe a story that goes along with them, maybe she got a radio collar, maybe she has a little bit of mange on her tail, maybe she's got a snaggletooth, whatever the reason may be, if you guys have suggestions for that and you're a member of the Patreon, or a channel member, Patreon member, or a Twitch sub who is in the supporter Discord, which is open to those you guys who are over 13 and supporting the channel by those means, you'll have the chance to suggest possibilities for different traits that we might give to our wolves, and perhaps a little story that goes with it. Again, it's not a guarantee, but if you have those ideas and you are supporting the channel, you have the chance to send those in for a chance to see that used for the final characters. We can also look at her stats here too. We saw them earlier, but she does have that minus to strength, but plus to stamina and speed, so a little bit of a faster, better runner. And of course, she was the 12F member of the Lakeshore Pack here. But that is Stream, and she had quite the story too. She was the one who recovered at 1% health from her illness, so she is a very, very lucky pup. Definitely one of our more dramatic stories, but we had a lot of those this litter. And as for the other members of this litter, next up we have Brooke. And ooh, Brooke got a coat we don't see often. It is a genetic gray coat. She actually got the Grizzer coat, and look at her skinny little tail. Oh, she actually must have picked up some mange. She also has that same flopped over ear. I think that's the same one that Maple has. She's got these kind of golden yellow colored eyes. I'm getting ahead of myself here looking at these customizations because they're just so noticeable. But let's also listen to her howls. That's the same one that Stream has, I believe, at least for the first one, and then for secondary. Ooh, a much higher pitched one there. So she's got a little bit more range than her sister. You can also definitely see if we go over here to the bent left ear, she did roll some customization for that. I think that's the same one that Maple has too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at her right now, but I think that she kind of took after her mom in that way. Maybe it's a bit of a genetic thing, who knows. As for body customizations too, I'm not seeing too much on these, but she does have a little mange on her tail, a little bit of a skinny, scrawny tail, and I don't think any of the others here really. But of course, if you have other ideas of something that she could have picked up along the way during her story between the time that she was a pup to when she became an adult, then you can suggest those either on my Patreon, or if you're a member of the supporter Discord, you can suggest those there as well. As for her stats, we did see those earlier, but she's a pretty quick wolf with a little lowered strength and a little lowered health, and she was the 13F member of the Lakeshore Pack. She also had probably the most normal story out of all the pups, because yeah, she was a little smaller than the rest, but not even a runt. She was just a little bit on the small side, and she ended up turning out pretty okay. Also, if you guys do want to see a spreadsheet of stats, coats, etc., and the different things that happened to the wolves and their stories, then you can find a link to that in the comments, or not the comments, the description, and you'll be able to take a look at that there just for an easy, quick reference. But that is Brooke. Next up we have Turtle. And Turtle's a very pretty wolf. Look at, she got the 926F Lamar Canyon Pack coat. That's one of the classic ones. Very, very pretty one with these very striking eyes. It is genetic black coat as well. Very striking eyes for sure. They're very, very bright kind of orange colored. Let's also listen to her howls here. Ooh, that's a deeper one. And then for secondary. I always like how enthusiastic that one sounds. Now let's listen, or not listen, but let's look at her customizations here too. I don't see anything on her ears. It doesn't look like she got too many of these or any of these. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. It looks like her customizations are all pretty normal. The other ones we'd see if they're toggled on. So no customizations there, just pretty normal overall. She also has a little bit lower strength and a little lower health, but higher speed. Kind of unlike her name, actually, now that I'm noticing it. She actually got her name from the fact that she liked to hide in the den at first. And throughout most of the time we were at the den, she seemed a little bit shy and skittish. Although, if you watched her as the series went on, she did eventually come into her own a little bit more, tugging her siblings around by their tails and eventually learning to get a bit more assertive. But she was the 14F member of the pack, of course. And that is Turtle. Finally, last but not least, we have Seashell, who got quite the scar, my goodness, and I have a feeling I know where it came from. So she has the Life is Rough pack. That is the original brown, or original, I think it's original brown coat, but the Life is Rough variant, and I'm not surprised she has a scar, because Seashell is the one that a bear snatched up when she was quite young and tried to take off right into the lake with her, although fortunately her parents were able to rescue her and she swam to safety. So yeah, I imagine that could be where that gnarly scar came from. She does also have these really kind of pretty greeny eyes as well, slight bit greeny yellow. She's pretty fortunate she didn't get the missing eye, I think. I don't know if they can roll those, but she did not. Let's go ahead and listen to her howls as well. Ooh, that's a bit of a mid-ranged one, and then for her second, mid to higher, I guess, but for her secondary, ooh, that's also a very pretty one. Now let's look through the customizations here. Of course, even if she doesn't roll something, if there's something that you guys think that she should have and you're a member of the Patreon or the supporter Discord, then you can submit those ideas there if you're supporting the channel and have a chance of seeing them used on one of the wolves. But it doesn't look like she got any ear customizations. I don't know if she got any here as well. I don't think, oh, no, body mass is not. Oh, her back curve is slight, though. Just a little bit of curvature there beyond the normal. And I don't think anything else. No, it looks like everything else is pretty normal. But yeah, just a slight tiny bit of customization there. She also has increased stamina and speed, but lowered health, which makes her especially fortunate to have survived that bear attack. She was, of course, the 16F member of the Lakeshore Pack and the final pup from this litter. So that concludes the 4th litter of the Lakeshore Pack. We'll be voting between these pups, and whoever wins this will go on to be one of the potential finalists for the heir to our Iron Wolf story, who will be taking on the next challenge. I have determined what challenge that is, but I have not announced it yet. I think it'll be kind of a fun one, hopefully, if perhaps even more challenging than Ultra Iron Wolf, so I'm really looking forward to introducing it when the time comes. But Maple still has 2 more litters. We're going to see if she can survive both of them and how long she ends up making it. We're going to see if we can see this all the way through until she ends up dying of old age rather than something premature. And so with that, we are going to go ahead and we'll leave this off here for today. Don't forget, of course, to vote in the poll in the video description. And of course, if you want a quick reference spreadsheet, that will be there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.